Hey everyone, my name is Wedge and it's still spoiler season, so here are some more spoilers. Yeah. We'll start the day off with Interpret the Signs, a 6-mana sorcery. Scry 3, then reveal the top card of your library. Draw cards equal to that card's converted mana cost. Well, this is a limited bomb. The card advantage this creates is insanely high. There are people using Thassa's Bounty in Draft and Sealed, so why not this? Granted, it's a bit too expensive to see Standard play, but I don't think it's meant to be a Standard staple. It's just a really good draft card. Silence the Believers. Sweet name is 2 colorless and 2 black for an instant with Strive. It costs 3 more to cast for each target beyond the first. Exile any number of target creatures and all auras attached to them. This is a more playable, instant speed version of Guild with way more upside. First things first, it exiles. This is insanely important in a standard format dominated by devotion decks that love running gods. Especially gods that are creatures more often than not. Thassa, looking at you. Second, getting rid of auras is a huge card advantage. Bestow creatures, nope. Silence is good. It is 4 mana, which is a bit high, but the power on this card is really high. Plus late game paying 7 to exile 2 creatures might not be so bad. It won't be a 4 of in mono black devotion or anything like that, but it's a bomb in limited and could see standard play. Instant speed exiling effects shouldn't be underestimated. Eidolon of the Great Revel is 2 red mana for a 2/2 enchantment creature spirit. Whenever a player casts a spell with converted mana cost 3 or less, Eidolon of the Great Revel deals 2 damage to that player. This card's a lot better than at first glance. First thing I thought of when I saw it, Modern against Storm or even Affinity. You just kill both of those decks instantly. Hilarious sideboard tech. In Standard, this can fit in a variety of strategies. Just keep in mind that when you're playing a mono red deck, you never really care about your life total as long as it isn't 0. Against a control deck, mono blue devotion, mono red burn, mono red devotion, or anything aggressive, this guy's a thorn in your side to say the least. I could talk about this card forever, but we'd be here for a while. Spite of Mogis is 1 red mana for a sorcery. It deals damage to target creature equal to the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard, then you scry 1. This is a cool card. It's not instant speed, but in a burn deck, this is just as good of a removal spell as most anything late game. After a few turns, it's a sorcery speed lightning bolt. After another few turns, you can kill a desecration demon with this. That's pretty cool. I don't think it's playset worthy for standard, but it is a very cool card. This card is interesting. Kruphix's Insight is 3 mana for a sorcery. Reveal the top 6 cards of your library. Put up to 3 enchantment cards from among them into your hand, and the rest of the revealed cards into the graveyard. With cards like Eidolon of Blossoms running around, this does create some serious card advantage. I think it's pretty good for a common in the right strategy. Commune with the gods is seeing play, so why not this? Yes, that allows you to take a creature, but let's be honest, most of the enchantments you reveal with Insight will be creatures anyway. Cool common. Next up is Setessan Tactics, 2 mana for an instant with Strive that costs an additional 1 green to cast for each target beyond the first. Until end of turn, any number of target creatures each get +1/+1 and gain the ability to tap and fight another target creature. I really like this card. The Strive is cheap and it gives all your creatures one of the most powerful effects right now in fight. The +1/+1 could trigger Heroic and allow you to board wipe in the most brutal way ever. What's fun about this is that it's instant speed, so you can use it during your opponent's combat phase, or right after it, whichever makes them hate you more. This is like Hunt the Week on steroids. It's good. Finally, we have Kruphix, God of Horizons. 3 colorless, 1 green, and 1 blue for a 4/7 legendary enchantment creature god with Indestructible. You have no maximum hand size. Pretty straightforward. If unused mana would empty from your mana pool, that mana becomes colorless instead. To clarify, this means that whenever your mana pool empties, it just doesn't. Instead of that happening, the mana turns into colorless mana and just stays there until Kruphix leaves play, then it would be emptied at the end of the phase or step. His first ability is reminiscent of a lot of valuable commander cards, Reliquary Tower and Venser's Journal, just to name a few. His second ability also reminds me of a popular commander, Omnith Locus of Mana. There's no doubt that Kruphix is going to see play in Commander, that's obvious. The real question is whether or not he's at all viable in Standard. First, where would he fit? Bantwalker seems like the natural pick. It has to be a control shell considering he's 5 mana, and synergizes with Syncopate and Sphinx's Revelation really well. Past that, it's rough. There are a lot of cards that want in on a banned control deck. Don't get me wrong, I like Kruphix. His ability is very powerful on its own, and I know people are going to try playing him, but figuring out where he fits in Standard right now is pretty difficult. Take a look at a banned control or banned walkers list. I have no idea what I'd take out to put Kruphix in. I don't even know if I want to find something. I'm so confused. There's so many questions, no answers. I feel cold. Another day of spoilers down, another god revealed. We're left with Athreos and Pharika. I don't know about you guys, but I'm expecting great things from both of these gods. Journey into Nyx is turning out to be a lot crazier than Born of the Gods, and I'm okay with that. The set is nuts. Remember to subscribe below for the latest and most reliable Journey into Nyx spoiler information you could ever need. This is the Mana Source. I'm Wedge. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.